Okay, what we're going to talk about is we're going to go over just exposing the information. One of the challenges that I find in specifically in network marketing and what we're doing is the consistency of doing those exposures. And I've learned that you've got to find a way to create balance to our rate of exposures. But what we teach in our system is legitimate, it's accurate, and it's successful. Our system is driven behind, well, that acronym system, save yourself time, energy, and money. And so with that, we have the 15 presentations every month that we've got to maintain consistently. And I don't care how you do that, but you got to find a way to do that. 15 presentations a month. We have the LifeVantage Academy. That's once a month, and it's elite distributors that are building and teaching you what you need to do for establishing your database, how to invite, how to tell the story, how to do your follow-ups, how to close. And so all that's extremely important. Then you have the Elite Academy. The Elite Academy event is 3 a year. So you can't jeopardize your business by missing one for whatever reason when we only have 3 of them a year. But they're extremely important for belief building. We have convention every year and a half. We've got our next convention coming up in Salt Lake City in April. We won't see another one for another 18 months. And so the price of that that convention is valuable, valuable, valuable if you want to build your business to replaceable income within the next 1 to 2 years. In fact, I'd even say in the next 6 months for some. So with that being said, we have all this platform for our system. But if there's one area where most people struggle, the area is the 15 presentations, the consistency of getting those presentations out. The other thing that we have to recognize is how we're exposing our information. The platform on communication has changed. And so what I want to do is talk about how do we get information communicated, leveraging some of the tools that we have available today, some of the things that LifeVantage has made available, and how we can create that curiosity to shift people into what Darren Jensen says, building your business through your smartphone. It won't replace the knee-to-knee, but it's going to help supplement and like Darren says, build your business through your smartphone. I love that concept and idea. All right, so with that being said, there's really 3 things that we're always going to be focusing on. And we all have to get better at doing this, but 1 is create curiosity, 2, share the information, and then 3 is going to be validate the information. And if we can do that over and over and over again, you're going to find that the 2 check marks that have to be answered for somebody to say yes to the opportunity, those check marks will be satisfied. Number 1, is this product and or company real? I think that's a very valid, legit question. And then number 2, can I make money doing this? And when I say make money doing this, I'm talking about residual income. Do the effort once, get paid over and over and over again. People are interested in that. They really would like to have it. They just don't believe they can get it through network marketing. So those 2 questions have to be answered. When they're answered, it's now time to commit people to join you in business. And the process that we go through to get those 2 check marks can happen relatively quick. We can get people committed within the first 1 or 2 or 3 exposures. Statistics are about 5 touches, 81% of people are saying yes. We know that number. So how do we create the platform for that to take place? So here's the deal. I'm going to show you that if I was just engaging in a conversation with you, what I would do to create the curiosity. And we've talked about this in the past previous webinars and Zoom's trainings that we've done, but here we go. Now I've got to speed up because I got to go fast. 2 timelines. Timeline number 1. Here's timeline number 1. 0, 20, 78. Oh no, sorry, 72 and 78. Okay, so this timeline, 0 to 20, we're being educated. And then once we become educated, we're now earned the right to go work in the workforce. And for some reason, I don't know where it came from, but where the workforce is 40 to 50 years. And it's 40 to 50 hours a week for the next several weeks and for the next several years to create what we call our lifestyle. And at the conclusion of that lifestyle, some of us might be 65 or 67, but for most of us, it's going to be, that's supposed to be a 72, by the way. Most of us, it's going to be right around 72 that will actually be quote unquote eligible for retirement. And then we have this little window of about 6 years to live our life. Live our life, being able to do what we want. So I'm literally showing this to people. I'm drawing it out on a napkin. I literally have done this. I've taken my dry erase marker and I wrote it on the side of my car. You can do that. Just make sure you have some Windex to clean it up. But you can literally write this out. Now, how many of us are excited about this? Not many. But we don't even know that there's another timeline out there that actually exists. What if there's another timeline that looked like this? 0 to 20, we're going through the education system. And then for the next 2 to 5 years, we learn a concept called leverage, and we hustle and work leverage. And by working leverage, we have this entire space to live our life. Now, if you're young, you've got time on your side. If you're old, you need as much freaking leverage as you can get, right? So this timeline is legitimate. Which one do you want? Well, clearly, people want line number 2. That one sounds a lot more interesting, but they don't know how to get it because we've only learned one way. And that is going through education, going to school, getting your degree, and going working for somebody else. That's all we know. So this is the timeline. Now, if we agree that timeline number 2 is what's got your interest, you have to understand how to recognize opportunity, and you have to understand trends. See, there's a difference between trend and fad. So I got to hurry. So trend and fad, there's a big difference. Trends are shifts that are occurring in our economy, and there are shifts that are occurring in business that are long-term. Fads come and go. Now, there's one trend, and I have to ask you this question. So now, pause for a second. So now I'm going into my line of questioning to my prospect, okay? So when I'm engaging and I show this timeline and they say, I want timeline number 2, here's my line of questioning to you. Okay, understanding the difference between trends and fads, I have to ask you this question. Are you aware of the amount of money that people are spending in the health and wellness space? I'm talking about the anti-aging movement. I'm talking about looking younger. I'm talking about feeling younger. I'm talking about performing at when you were younger. Are you aware of the amount of money that people are spending in that space? Everyone I asked that question to said yes. They are aware health and wellness is alive and well. And I even had a guy last night say, I am totally aware there's a lot of money there, but I think there's a lot of scams there too. Point noted, I agree. I totally am aware of that. So health and wellness, do you agree with that? Yes, I agree with it. Okay, I've got to ask you these questions. And you just tell me if it makes sense to you. Question number 1. If there was a technology that was proven to provide a better quality of life through the anti-aging process, would that be something that you could see people wanting to consume? So I'm going to ask that question again. If there was a technology that was proven to provide a better quality of life through the aging process, would that be something you could see people wanting to consume? What do you think the response to that's going to be? Everyone that I asked that question to said yes, of course. It's almost like that. Of course they'd be interested in that. All right, question number 2. If the U.S. government did a study with this technology, and it showed not only did it provide a better quality of life, but it actually extended life, and you had the exclusive distribution rights to that technology, would that be a business that you would be interested in? Or an opportunity you would like to learn more about? Now, what do you think the response is to that question? After I've already prefaced the whole health and wellness movement, my overwhelming response was absolutely yes. Now, here's my next question, my last question, and I'm going to highlight this last question. Understanding that, if I could show you how to make money with this exclusive distribution rights right from your smartphone, it doesn't matter where you're at, but I can show you how to make money with this exclusive distribution rights right from your smartphone, would that be a business you'd want to be a part of? Now, what do you think the response is to that? Every single person I've asked that question to said yes. Now, there might be some skepticism. There might be the devil's advocate, sounds too good to be true, the realist, which is totally fine. I'm not there to deal with the realist. I'm here strictly for the person who's opportunity-minded, that wants something different in their life. Now, everyone I asked that question to said yes. All right, now, if we agree that we would like to make money directly from our smartphone, here's what I'm going to show you. So if I'm talking to John Doe, had this dialogue, and John Doe says, yeah, you caught my interest. I just satisfied number 1. My invite created curiosity. Now, I chose a line of questioning. And I don't care if it's your warm market or your cold market. Here's the deal. We've got to get better at creating curiosity. If you feel like your database is ruined or falling apart, you've got to get better. If you feel like you've talked to all the people you know, you've got to get better at creating curiosity. Whether it's the timeline that transitions into questions, if it's just the timeline and asking for an appointment, I don't care what you do, but you got to create curiosity. I just did that in those line of questions. Now, when they say, yes, I'd like to learn how to make money through my smartphone, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to ask to sit down with them for 30 minutes at their kitchen table. That's not through the smartphone. What I am going to do is say, I'm going to send you a link to a sales process or a process that leads people to a 12-minute opportunity video that's going to explain the technology and explain exactly what I'm a part of. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to send you the link, and I want you to ask yourself, I want you to go through this process, I want you to ask yourself this one question. Can I see myself doing what Trent just shared with me? And if the answer is yes, you're ready to make money. Okay, so I'm going to send that link out. That link is that sales funnel that comes in our apps. Okay, those apps that Darren Goodwin shared. Okay, so that link, and by the way, all of us have it. If you are a LifeVantage distributor, you have it. It is whatever your name is for your replicated website. Mine is just simply Trent. So it's trent.lifevantage.com/start. That is the sales funnel. Now I'm going to send that out to my contact. When my contact gets that, there's going to be a welcoming invite, which I think is a good invite. And it's going to say, click to learn more. They're going to click to learn more. There's going to be a 12-minute opportunity video pop up. They're going to watch the 12-minute opportunity video because I just asked them to. Okay, and then after that, it gives them, they can click to learn more or to sign up. They're going to go to a contact screen where they put some contact information in to be contacted. Now, we are always going to be in control. Here's what we want to do. At the conclusion of that sales funnel, and that person asking the questions, I can see myself doing this, of what Trent just showed me. I'm now going to schedule a live opportunity webinar. And in that opportunity webinar, we're going to have team members on there. We're going to validate our story about how this business is working for us, why we believe in it, loving the product, loving the opportunity. And then we're going to break down the 6 points that create opportunity and show how we join the business. And we're going to highlight that. We're going to come in with a little bit more posture and confidence on committing people to join us. So that way we've got several touches that go into play all through technology. All through technology. They don't have to need any face-to-face. That entire process was all through the internet. We want to create that value so that people's eyeballs of where their interests are, they can look at this right through their smartphone and be led through a process of information, watch a 12-minute video, jump on a live opportunity Zoom, and on that live opportunity Zoom, there's team members validating the opportunity. They're going down through the details. They're learning how to enroll and join the business. That, to me, is how we're working on that tectonic shift. I think it's absolutely relative and important that we're part of that. Because I think people are looking for answers, and they're also looking for ways to streamline the exposures, and I just think that platform is a real platform. So anyway, so that's the idea. So just to recap, what I've created, or what I'm working on, is I'm working on the tectonic shift that's happened in doing 3 things. If I'm going to do consistently 15 presentations a month, I'm going to work on exposing information. And when I work on that exposed information, I'm going to create the curiosity, provide the information, a platform for them to get it, and then I'm going to validate that information. And I'm going to repeat over and over and over again and utilize all the tools and technologies that we have available to do it. All right, I literally have to run. So I'm going to close this down, and then I'll provide it as a replay for people to watch it. And then I would love to get feedback. I would love to get people making comments, give me some suggestions or thoughts. We can do that through our Facebook page, whatever it may be. But I 100% believe in the opportunity. I believe now is the time to get it. I just think all the pieces are in place. If you're going to take advantage of the opportunity, it's now. This is the time to be uncomfortable. One of the things that I find that hold people back, especially in the space of network marketing, is they're not willing to get uncomfortable. They want to stay in their comfort zone and make the business work for them in their comfort zone. I'm here to tell you it won't work. I hate getting in front of cameras, but I've had to learn to look through this little screen deal looking thing to do these things. I don't like it, but I do it. So learn how to get outside of your comfort zone. The other thing is, don't listen to skepticism. The people that are skeptics are the ones that will never do it anyway. So don't go there. Don't sign up for that class. Those people, what's that statement? Realistic? If you want to be realistic, realism is the fastest road to mediocrity. If you want to be like the masses, just be realistic, and you'll be like the masses. You'll always talk about the doom and gloom of everything around you. So this is the time not to play it safe. This is not the time to stay in your comfort zone. This is the time to take the risk. I'm taking the risk right now. I've joined network marketing. I've already kind of went on my own path. And so I'm going to continue on that path, and I'm going to take as many people as I can with me. So I hope this has value for you, and we'll make it available. So with that, thanks guys for jumping on. I'm out. I'm jumping off of this thing.